Hello, hello, hello. It's Monday. And on Mondays, we read tarot. Hello, listeners. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Ashley Michelle, your host of the Goddess Complex podcast. And we're here for yet another Monday morning message. So it is Monday, November 14th. And this week in the astrological world, we have Venus trine Jupiter, which is going to be super fun. And Venus is entering into Sagittarius, which is going to be even more fun. Venus is our planet of business, pleasure, money, all things beautiful, comfort, luxurious energy, all that jazz. So I'll be going live on the gram to talk more about Venus and everything she has to give us later on this week. So if you're not already, make sure you follow me on Instagram at StarSeedShadows so you know when I'm going live to talk all things Venus and how to work with Venus a bit more in your own personal birth chart. So let's pull some cards. Today, I'm working with the traditional Rider-Waite deck. Nothing like a good traditional deck session. And yeah, these guys have been calling to me the last, I'd say 4 or 5 days. Every now and then that happens where I just want to work with the original, the OG deck of tarot. I always suggest when you're learning tarot, whether you're learning with the Crowley system or the Waite system, to use the traditional decks. And then we can play with the fun, colorful ones. But it's really important to have a basis of knowledge, of understanding of the true meanings of some of the cards, because that way, when you get into other authors, creators, and illustrators, you'll understand why they may have used a specific color palette for the Emperor, for example, or why they may have switched around Temperance, for example. So yeah, that works. Let's see what we get. I hope your weekend was amazing. Mine was full of rest. I'm a projector in human design, and rest is really, really important for us projectors out here. And it was just really nice. I just intuitively listened to my body, and I intuitively listened to what I needed. And I needed to just hang out and watch Amazon Prime. And that's what I did. And it was really, 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 really nice. I'm feeling super relaxed this Sunday morning. Okay. Let's see what we get. And as always, wherever you are, just take a beat and just know that whatever medicine you're looking to receive today, it'll come to you as clear as it possibly can. And don't forget, make sure you share the episode. Very interesting spread today. The very first card we get is the Knight of Swords upside down, next to the 9 of Cups upside down. I'm going to ask you and call on you to slow down a little bit. We miss our blessings when we're moving too quick. That's what I'm going to say, okay? We miss our blessings when we're moving too quick. Sometimes we can get into this pocket of thinking that loss, says the 5 of Cups, right side up, coming in right after the 9 of Cups, that loss is a punishment, or that it's something that wasn't supposed to happen. But sometimes when loss is received, when we let go of things that no longer serve, we open space for the world to come in, says the World card that comes in directly after our 5 of Cups. We make space for this new narrative, this new direction, this new way of going when we let go of what we no longer need. Sometimes we are moving too quickly to hang on to everything that we have, to not make room for our blessings. But in reality, when we let go, when we make space, that's where the real blessing comes in. Now, our Nine of Cups is our wish card. It's our manifestation card. So when this card comes in upside down, there's a sense of not believing that it can be true, of not believing that you can expand in the way that you want to expand, that you have to expand with a certain definition, if that makes sense, a certain line of reasoning, a certain line of thinking. But what if that's not true? What if there's something different? Now, our last card coming in is our Six of Cups coming in upside down. Lots of cup energy in the spread this week, emotional energy. And our Six of Cups tends to be our going down memory lane card. And when this card comes in upside down, it can often be thought of memories that are better left in the past. And honestly, babe, what's really coming through is the way that we were doing things, we might need to tweak. Memories that may be better left in the past. Just because you've been doing something one way for so long doesn't mean that you need to continue doing it this way. It doesn't mean that you're attached to it. When we let go of attachment, we make room for expansion. We make room for growth. When we let go of attaching ourselves to certain ideas, the way that we receive and give love, the way that we make love, the way that we hold our relationships, the way that we run our businesses, the way that we spend and receive money, right? The way that we relax, the way that we get up, the way that we start our day, the way that we eat food, the foods that we eat, all of it. What if we moved out of this fixed energy of doing certain things and we moved into more of a mutable energy of doing certain things, which is really interesting because, as I said, Venus moves into Sagittarius, our mutable energy sign, right? Venus, our planet of pleasure and money, moves into Sagittarius this week. So we are going to be working with more mutable energy, with changing the way we do things and the way that we look at life, beauty, and love, and our businesses and our money. And so I want you, my love, to be a bit more flexible and start taking mental notes of how you might want to change up your systems moving into 2023, a chariot year. Again, chariot, this card of change, right? Of movement, of fast-paced energy. It's okay to change things up, even if things are working beautifully in your life. You know that saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, what if it isn't broke, but we still want to fix it? What then? Could the world possibly be opened up to us, another level of our ascension process? What if we found a system that worked better for us? What if we wanted to work with somebody, a mentor that worked better for us? What if we wanted to try something else a little bit different? What if we wanted to work a different way of working with our budget and our bills and our money? What if? There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we get so caught up. This is how I do things. This is the way things are done. This is the system. Sometimes we get so caught up in this is what I do and this is how I do it, and it's not going to change. And what if we just created space for breath and flexibility and mutability, and we just changed it up a little bit? Just because we change it up doesn't mean our wishes won't be fulfilled. Again, I'm speaking to the Knight of Swords upside down and the Nine of Cups upside down. What if we just took a pause? We just took a beat. The Knight of Swords is one of the fastest moving cards in the tarot. And it coming in upside down, it's like, hold on, let's everybody just take a pause for a second and maybe reevaluate. What could we lose, says the Five of Cups right side up. What is taking away from our energy where we could really put that energy elsewhere? What loose strings do we have in our systems and the way that we do life? How can we open up another world, says the World card coming in right next to the Five of Cups. When we get to the World in Tarot, we are leveling up. It's time for us to get to the next step, to the next phase. But sometimes the systems that we're caught in keeps us in the same phase of doing things. We have to allow for flexibility. All of us do, because in this changing world, of course, the collective is changing. So of course, we're going to be changing on a personal level too. And we need to make room for that and allow space for that and allow grace to ourselves as we're trying to figure this shit out. Whether we are on the precipice of opening up our new business, whether we're taking on more clients than we were before, whether we've come into a bunch of money and figuring out how to manage it, whether we're trying to manage the little bit of money that we do have, whether we're trying to open up our channel, whatever it is. Sometimes the way we did things don't serve with the way that with where we are going, says the Six of Cups upside down. That is to say, the way that we worked our systems before served until we got to the World. And now we might need to create a new system of doing things. a better, more efficient system of doing things and doing life. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So this week, again, take some mental notes on, okay, I've been doing this specific thing that way for a long time, but what if I called in help? What if I called in help? What if I had my best friend help me with this? What if I had a family member help me with that? What if I got a new virtual assistant? What if I got a new mentor? What if I just took this off my list and gave it to somebody else? How revolutionary would that be in creating space and breadth and depth in my everyday life? These are all things that we could be thinking about as we exit 2022 and enter 2023 in the way that we do life in all of the ways. In all of the ways. So with that being said, I have a great invitation for you. I'm doing an amazing Black Friday sale. We're going to be announcing it officially at the end of this week. So if you want to be the first to know what I have cooking over here for you all, especially in the realm of taking breath and taking space, I'd advise you to get on that email list. Now, the link is inside of the show notes. So get on that list so you are the first to know, babe. And I hope you have a great week. Make sure you share the episode. Talk soon. Ciao, ciao for now.